It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and today I got quite a special video for you. It's an Oktoberfest showcase of some of the best and well-known Oktoberfest beers from Germany. These have launched at beersofeurope.co.uk. Check out the link in the description box of the video. Beers of Europe have been our channel sponsor for a number of years now, and they really are a great company to order beer from. Go and check it out, beersofeurope.co.uk. So on we go then. These are the beers. Starting off with Löwenbräu Oktoberfest beer, coming in at 6.1% ABV. There's the bottle cap. I've had these beers out of my fridge about 15 to 20 minutes. I like a cold lager, but I don't necessarily want to drink this lager freezing cold. I want to experience some of that malt quality coming through. Hofbräu Oktoberfest beer, 6.3% ABV. There's the bottle cap. One of my favourite German brewers of all time, Paulaner. This is their Oktoberfest beer. This one's coming in at 6% ABV, all in half-litre bottles. Hacker-Pschorr Oktoberfest beer, 6% ABV, with a lovely swing top on this one. All dark brown bottles too, as to not let any light in and ruin the beer. And last but not least, I went to a Heidi's bar in Cardiff about 3 weeks ago, and I had a pint of Spaten there, and it was really good. But this is the Spaten Oktoberfest beer, and this is coming in at 5.9% ABV. Some of the breweries are independent, some are family owned, some are owned by companies like AB InBev, but because of the German purity law and because of the standard of German brewing, they're generally left to their own devices to produce great quality beer. Even though a company like AB InBev, which is one of the biggest, if not biggest brewers in the world, own this brewery, they're still able to produce great quality beer. It's very much, we own you, but it's a hands-off approach to let them brew their beer to the highest quality standard. So without further ado, I think I'm going to start off by pouring the Spaten, 5.9% ABV, the lowest of the ABVs. I've got a selection of German style pint mugs to put these beers into. Let's get the Spaten out then. We're going to get it into this one. Spaten means shovel, or spade in German, and that's probably a malt shovel. Two-finger white head, great levels of carbonation. Light amber coloured beer, very clear to look at. Beer number 1. Beer number 2, Hacker-Pschorr. Ooh, ho, 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 ho. Good bit of smoke on the bottle opening of this one. Slightly darker look to this beer. Okay. If it's out of sight, I'm just making sure that there's space between each of the beers so I know which one is which. Paulaner. Good bit of smoke on the bottle opening, beer in the glass. We've also got our merchandise. We sell hoodies and t-shirts at beersofeurope.co.uk. It's like a Stone the Crows themed t-shirt and hoodie if you're interested. Again, link in the description box of the video. So this beer, there's a little bit of etching in the bottom of the glass, and you can just see that from the beer. It's created more of a 3-finger white head, this one. Good carbonation, light amber coloured beer. Hofbräu. Again, little bit of etching in the bottom of that glass, creating a 3-finger white head. Again, on a straw, not straw coloured, a light amber coloured beer, good levels of carbonation. This one's dissipated a little quicker, so we'll be able to get all that in there. There we go. And let's finish pouring the Paulaner while we're there. Löwenbräu. Löwenbräu probably having the largest head. Ooh. Three-finger white head on the Löwenbräu. Good levels of carbonation. Okay, so the beers are poured. If you have a look at the beers, the beer, I'd say the darkest coloured beer there is the Hacker-Pschorr. There. So we're going to start with a Spaten, being 5.9% ABV. Aroma. Yeah, beautiful. The thing is with Oktoberfest, you only get to try it once a year. And I love it. I drink as much this time of year in the UK, September, October. I drink as much Oktoberfest beer that I can physically get my hands on because I love the stuff. Lovely malty, biscuity aroma. Fantastic hot profile coming through, spicy and peppery on the back end. Brews, Prost, Skal, Stone the Crows. Oh, it's fantastic. Fantastic beer. Stone the Crows. It's just got good body to it. It's great quality lager, but it's the body because it's 5.9, 6% ABV more or less. There's just a little bit more malt. There's just a little bit more malt added to the beer, and that malt gives a lovely creamy kind of richness to the beer. With a sweetness coming through, peppery and spicy and bitter on the back end. Absolutely fantastic. Carbonation pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour. That is top quality beer. Right there. It's got this kind of like rasping bitterness, that kind of start to finish bitterness there. Traditional German hops used in this beer, so it's more stinging nettle. It's more peppery, spicy, stinging nettle flavours. Oh, fantastic, fantastic. Right, did I finish pouring? Paulaner 6%. Let's get into the Paulaner. Aroma. Extremely similar. Oh, this one, little bit more well-rounded, little bit more, it's less hoppy, it's less kind of peppery and spicy and bitter, and this is more, you really get kind of layers of bread, layers of kind of biscuity bread coming through on this beer. Yes, definitely less. I'd say it's definitely a little bit more well-rounded than the Spaten. It's not so kind of rasping with bitterness on the back end. Nice carbonation, great drinkability, fantastic mouthfeel, really good beer. Löwenbräu is, Löwenbräu 6.1. Hofbräu is 6.3. Hacker-Pschorr is 6. So let's go Hacker-Pschorr then. Definitely an independent brewery, this one. It's not owned by kind of like a big AB InBev or someone like that. Head has dissipated quite quickly. That might have something to do with the glass. But it's slightly darker, this one. Probably the darkest coloured beer in this particular kind of showcase. But a nice aroma. Hoppy, peppery, spicy. Let's dive in. Cheers. Do you know, I'm picking up in this. I'm picking up a touch of the alcohol. I'm picking up a little bit of, I know they're all 6% ABV so far, but this one is perhaps, for whatever reason, because I've had this year after year after year and it's always been fantastic. But I'm just gonna, this is just a little bit rough around the edges, this one. It's lost its head. There's no head retention. This nice carbonation in there. But you just get a little bit of heat from the alcohol. And a bit like the first beer, the Spaten, there's a real kind of level of, a high level of bitterness that comes through on this beer. biscuity, malty, but less of it. You're definitely picking up less of the malts here. This is more, it's less about the sweetness, it's more about the bitterness and the warmth from the alcohol. If that's your thing, this is the point of these videos. Cats on the roof. As soon as it starts raining, the cats are like, oh, they don't like rain at all, do they? If your thing is more bitter hops, a little bit of a touch of that alcohol, less of the malt, then the Hacker-Pschorr is your beer. This is the beer for you. Personally, I prefer a little bit more of that lovely kind of hugging, warming, sweet, biscuity malt flavour that I definitely got from the Paulaner. The Paulaner so far is the pick of the bunch. But we're not over. We got 2 beers to go. .1 Löwenbräu. Löwenbräu. I've never been to Oktoberfest. I'd love to go, but apparently they got the Oktoberfest, like Löwenbräu. They make a big thing of it in Oktoberfest about the Löwenbräu. Of course, in Oktoberfest colours as well, which is that kind of lovely blue colour. Oh, there's some beer. There's some beer in the bottle. There we go. Today's going to be an interesting day. I hate throwing away good beer like this, so I won't. Hazy IPA? Yeah. Finish the review? Yeah. I might, consider my health a little bit. I might consider my kidneys and my liver. But great Oktoberfest beer. More difficult to kind of, offer it to the sink. Chippy for tea. Who wants chips for tea? Dad's had his Oktoberfest beers. Cheers. Oh, fabulous. Real fabulous beer. Biscuity, bready, little bit of nuttiness coming through, hoppy, peppery, spicy, bitter. Yeah, this is a great beer. The only Löwenbräu we seem to get in the UK, I seem to find it in some of the discount supermarkets, the German ones. And it's like a 4%, like 3.5 or 4% ABV Löwenbräu, which is probably okay. It's probably half decent, but this stuff is fantastic. This stuff at 6.1% ABV. This is what Löwenbräu are all about. This is fantastic quality beer. Look at that. Just lovely malts, lovely hoppiness coming through, great balance. I haven't mentioned the balance in these beers. You're picking up malt sweetness over here, you're picking up bitterness from the hops over here. It's just great beer, it really is. I'm so enthusiastic. You'll have to excuse me. I'm so enthusiastic about Oktoberfest. I go to the German discount supermarkets and I properly indulge in it. I try pork snackles, whatever they're called, and I buy all of the German crisps, and I buy all of the German sausages, and I buy the dumplings with the herb and cheese sauce in the middle, and I just go nuts. I just go nuts for it. If you're probably going to see it in the discount supermarkets shortly, all of the different kind of like, they call it Eastern European or European foods. They'll probably launch with a lot of this Oktoberfest beer. In fact, I know one of the discount German supermarkets is definitely having a launch, because they've contacted me to say would I be interested to work with them, which I'm really proud about. I'm not going to tell you which one, but I'm really proud that they've reached out to me and they're like, you do a great job every year with Oktoberfest. We'd like you to work with us this year on our Oktoberfest range. So I know at least one of them are going to partake in Oktoberfest. And if you're a bit like me and you're slightly nervous about kind of like all these different foods, just get out there. Just what I've learned is pour yourself an Oktoberfest beer, nice and cold, drink that, and then try all of the different sausages, try all of the kind of like herby, cheese-filled dumplings that you boil in water on the saucepan, and it blows your mind. Last year I bought the pretzels which you cook in the oven, and it's just great. Just partake in it. It's absolutely great. It really is. In fact, when it launches this year, I'm probably going to organise a family kind of party thing, and like my pardon me, my dad will be all over it. My dad will be trying all the different dumplings and the foods, and he'll be drinking all the 6% Oktoberfest beer. Loving it, absolutely loving it. Anyway, last but not least, the thing is, I don't mind saying it. It's a beer reviewing channel. We drink beer on the channel. I'm not going to hide away from it. The moment I start drinking beer, I get a bit chatty. I get a bit on with the boys, even though I'm standing on my own in a conservatory with the rain hitting the conservatory roof, talking to my iPhone. That's the reality. That's my reality. But for some reason, I'm able to imagine that I'm with the boys. You're watching and you're kind of happy that I've made this video, and maybe I'm a bit mad. Who knows? Right, Hofbräu. Oh, another great beer. Another great beer. I just love it. I just love Oktoberfest. Great carbonation, great bitterness, a little bit of sweetness. The beers are very similar. I think the odd one out is definitely this year's Hacker-Pschorr. I don't know. It's the 4th 2025, so it's got plenty of shelf life on it. I just can't work out. I can't work out why this Hacker-Pschorr is not up to scratch. Maybe the clue might be this. I've never had a problem with these beautiful, I love these bottles, they're beautiful traditional bottles. I've never had a problem with them before. The rest are bottle caps, of course. So perhaps maybe it was slightly, I'm exaggerating, but perhaps it was like this maybe, or perhaps it was like this, or that, or that. Perhaps it just wasn't sitting properly on the top of the bottle. Perhaps it was just a situation where it just didn't quite seal. That can be my only explanation as to why this beer is like this, because normally it's great. Normally this beer is fantastic. Yeah, it's just, compared to the rest, it's just a little bit rough around the edges. It's just a bit kind of like alcohol-y, and it's a rough diamond. It's a rough diamond ready to be shaped up and made all nice and pretty, which probably the rest of the bottles are. It's probably just my luck that I had a bit of a dud bottle. It's time to choose a favourite. So we can count out the Hacker-Pschorr. Hofbräu. Beautiful. Löwenbräu. The Löwenbräu is fantastic. Spaten. Yeah, the Spaten's a bit sweet and bitter as well. The Spaten was the first beer. I've not returned to it yet. That's a bit sweet and bitter. That's a bit kind of like, not extremely, but it's just, it's just a bit kind of like overly sweet, maybe overly bitter. I mean, you know, it's still a great beer. It's still a great beer, but Paulaner. I think it's down. This is my own personal opinion. It's between these two beers. Oh, hang on. Right, hang on. Right, I just drank the. Right, this is the Paulaner here on my coffee table. It's between these two beers, Löwenbräu and Paulaner. So I'm going to put them, so don't make any mistakes here. Mixing the beers up. Hofmeister. Right, the Löwenbräu is in the Geipel glass. Geipel. Löwenbräu. Paulaner. They're so similar. This liquid that I'm drinking from the two glasses could very well be the same beer. It really could. Löwenbräu. Paulaner. There's nothing in it. Nothing in it. Do you know what I'm going to say? Because we all like two winners, don't we? Do you know why there's two winners in life? You get to buy two beers. I strongly suggest doing what I've done today. Order all of the beers. Try them all, probably individually, because they're all 6% ABV plus. And you know, when I started the video, I was all kind of like, you know, not as you know, woohoo as I am now. And if you poured 6 beers like I have done, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if you pour 5 beers like I have, then you know, it's going to go pretty pear-shaped pretty quickly, isn't it? So take your time, enjoy the beers. But what I hope you do is at least try them. At least get a range of these beers. If it's from Beers of Europe, if it's from some of the discount supermarkets, whatever you can afford, whatever your fees, whatever you can do, just try it. just try it. It for me, if you're a lager drinker, this is great stuff. This is like the for me, this is a celebration, a yearly celebration of great quality lager. The two of the best for me on a personal level are the Paulaner and the Löwenbräu, as I'm holding. They're both very good. I think my Hacker-Pschorr, I think I've had a dead bottle, to be honest. I think, and that's nothing to do with beers of Europe. It's probably nothing to do with the brewery either, because it's just the case. Maybe that rubber, that seal there, it's a bit hard. Maybe it just, it's, the thing is with the German breweries, look, is that they use their bottles over and over again. They clean them, they wash them, they use them. You can see the track marks where it rolls on a machine and it gets cleaned and reused. Maybe this particular bottle it's just giving up the ghost. The plastic, the seal is very, very hard. Maybe it just gave up the ghost and I was at the receiving end of it, you know. Don't let my review of the Hacker-Pschorr put you off, that's what I'm saying. I've told you the best. I've told you which are decent. They're all decent, but please try the food. Try the Oktoberfest food in the discount supermarkets, and try the beer because it's great. It's my favourite time of the year. Thanks for watching. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.